Hey guys, it's Sonia. Welcome back for another day where we sit, hang out, and make and create together. And I'm excited because I decided that I'm going to use these awesome gummy bear charms that I picked up. This is a trick, by the way. This is going to make, let's see, 6 sets. So today, my project is to make 6 sets of juicy, sparkly gummy bear earrings. I'm going to put these guys to use, and I'm going to show you what I decided to pick to actually pair with them. So you guys know that when I first start my projects, I like to just stamp my my card holders, and that way they're dry by the time I get to the end, and then we get the joy together of actually putting them on the card, and that is like the best part when you get them done and they're ready to go onto the shop floor. I love that. I was just working the desk out there for a moment, and somebody bought a pair of my earrings, and I'm like, thank you so much for your support. And they said they saw them in my stories online on my socials, and they came in for them. So love that. Thank you for all your support, and I hope you're learning lots of stuff as well. By the way, my link is ready, so you will find it right below in the description, or else here's how you cheat. Just go to SF, S for sushi, F for ferret, bead.com. It'll also take you there to my link tree. So here's my trick that I was going to say. You know how when you go out and you buy charms like this, they're gorgeous. And you're like, oh man, like how am I going to make a set out of that, right? Because these bears, these charms are all just one color each. That is when, my friend, you buy 2 packs. You buy 2 packs, you make sure the color consistency matches up. And now with 2 packs, I am able to make 6 sets, and I'll pull like, you know, these 2. So that's what I do. If I find a pack of charms that I love, I will actually just buy 2, and then I'll pair them up. So that's what we're going to do with those. That's the plan. And yeah, you know what? I should put this on something hard. So how's everybody out there doing today? Man, we have had a busy shop today. I can't believe it. Holy smokes, we haven't stopped since we opened the doors this morning. It's been wonderful, and I got a lot of stuff unboxed. When we went to the Tucson Gem Show in, well, we got back in February, at the end of January, beginning of February there. We bought some big cases of crystals, like just some classics. So for example, remember how I was saying, I got all these selenite mushrooms. They're literally the beautiful selenite crystal carved into crystals into mushrooms. And some of them are pure white, and some of them have this really cool peach top on them. Anyway, super cute. And we've had boxes of them where people could just kind of like grab in, reach in, grab what they need, that sort of thing. And when I did those mushroom earrings yesterday, they're already out on my floor today. That's the plan, right? We buy all these beautiful things, and you know what? We do what we say we're going to do with them, which is turn them into beautiful jewelry that gives us, honestly, that keeps it going forward, right? So we can invest into more stuff and keep on making and creating. So that's the plan, to keep making and creating. And so stay tuned. But I bought all these boxes, me and Matt, of crystals of selenite. And so when I made those yesterday, I was just like, all the bears are falling off. They're like, yeah, I'm free to bear. Hashtag free to bear. There you go. So today I did what I said I was going to do yesterday, which was get into all my selenite and the mushrooms put around the actual necklaces that I made yesterday. And also, we had more boxes of like selenite towers and charging plates, like big plates and small bowls, that sort of thing. So anyway, I was just kind of filling the shop up and doing a little decorating, rearranging, you know, putting some stuff away. It felt great. Now look at these guys. Aren't they amazing? Tell me if you love like sparkly stuff like this. I don't think you're ever too old to wear this stuff, you know, just stay young. Do what you love, you know, just live in the light. Do whatever it is that you love to do and light yourself up. Everybody else is doing their own thing. I think you should do your own thing too. So I will be wearing my gummy bears. Oh, they are so sweet. Okay, so this is what's fun. You ready? Look what I got from the bead bar. So I got these, I forget what jewelry show I was at a state. I'm trying to think which one it was, but I came across a vendor. I'll try not to drop all these because that would be a pain in the butt to be able to pick them all up. But basically, they're all polymer clay. You know what? When I saw these, I'm like, I forgot I had these. But if I do the glittery gummy bears and then I put these fun little, you know, polymer clay on the top, it kind of like tie-dye. Like, I love this with the little flower. Do you see that up close? Can you see that? It has a little sweet little like flower in the center. I got some hearts. This one here is really pretty as well, like the round ones, all the flowers. I wish I knew how to make like the designs and stuff as I lean into my jewelry making and polymer clay. Don't be surprised if I go down a path of trying to do designs, you know, learning how to pack. I forget what you call it when you have a bundle of polymer clay and you like put it all together for a design. There's a special name onto it. And then these are just kind of like little donuts. So pretty with all the different colors. So I thought, how cool would it be with like tie-dye polymer clay, and then we match them up with the bears. We just got to find the right colors with each. But yeah, I feel like that's a winner. You know, winner, winner, chicken dinner. This kind of reminded me when I started, when I pulled out these. Just going to put one, I think one, I want silver. Silver. I have some mixed metal stuff in here, so that's why I'm like getting the right colors out that I need. But I don't need a long one because I'm going to be just putting one bead. It's going to be pretty quick here, and I feel like that's about all that we need. Those are a little short. But it reminded me of a time in my life where I used to make well, I've been making jewelry, guys, since I was like elementary, junior high, somewhere around that age. And I started making jewelry back then. You cannot hide what is inside. And, you know, I got away from it, but I feel like coming back to it has been so wonderful. But there was a time later in life where when I was in school and stuff, I used to make all kinds of friendship bracelets. But I got into a period of where I would make hemp ones as well with a polymer clay, like one of these guys, but except it will be like a bigger kind of 25 cent, and it would have mushrooms and moons and stars and stuff into it. And anyway, it just kind of reminded me when I pulled these out, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm going back in time in my brain right now. All right, so let's see what we got here. So these come with a jump loop. We're not going to use them, so we'll just take that jump loop off real quick. I'm going to need my handy dandy tools. But yeah, everybody's on the go today. I guess it is Friday, right? Pretty sure it's Friday. So, and it's actually a pretty cool day out there. I just went and stood in the parking lot and I said to Matt, you got to come out here and like, I'll switch off with you so you can stand in the parking lot just for a second and feel that wind, because we are about to step into a very warm weekend. We are going to have some really warm temperatures, and next week I think it starts tomorrow. So this might be the last cool-ish day that we have. Cool Whip day that we have for a very long time, because next week it goes to 90, and 90 is what I'm seeing. I was just talking to a customer and they said that they were watching the weather. Listen, nobody told me that as you get older, there's a lot of conversations that take place around the weather. You talk about the weather, you talk about birds, you know, you just find yourself talking about stuff that, you know, you just never knew that it would be part of your daily conversation, but it is now. So this is my life, watching the weather. And so next week it gets up to 90s, but I was just talking to a customer, and this is the other thing when you have a shop, you get all the news, right? And she was telling me that that she was looking at next week, like with the temperature and the reports, and I've been seeing a lot of like hazard reports because of the heat. It's supposed to feel, she said, the field temperature is going to be approximately 110 degrees. What the heck? We just came through 6 months of freezing winter, and now we're going to go into boiling summer. Isn't the weather so weird? So all I'm doing is taking off these jump rings because I don't need them. And if you don't need extra jump rings, don't put extra jump rings. It just makes your stuff look, it can make your stuff look just cheaper, or it has parts that it really doesn't need, you know. I don't think I'll need these jump rings now that I say that, because I'm hoping my little loop will work wonders, and that will be all I need. Watch me need these jump loops. Oh my gosh. If I do, I do. But I'm just going to batch this out. This is also the fastest way I find. I'm making 6 pair of earrings today, okay? Regardless of the weather, we're doing 6 pairs of earrings here today. And that will be my contribution for on my creative side to the jewelry section today. Every day, keep it going. Okay, so what colors? You saw the bears. You saw the bears. Now I've just got to match them up with some colors. So let's see here. These little pink guys here. What do you think about these little sort of like light colored flowers? I feel like those could work really nice together right there. I feel like that could work. Let's try it. You know, you can't go wrong here. So this is the eye pin that has the loop. We open it, we put it on. There's the bear. We close it up. When you do that, it's best to go to the side too. Like, don't open it like that. Do it like sideways so you can match it back up. There we go. Dangling bear. Disco. Disco, disco. Love that. Love it. So anybody got any plans for the summer? You going anywhere? Anywhere new? I didn't open that wide enough. Anywhere that you've not been to before? You doing any like kind of staycations? Maybe you live somewhere where there's something really cool. You know, here in Lake Erie, there's a, it's called Waldemere. It's a big amusement park that's not that far. It's literally like maybe a mile from us. And then we have, of course, lucky to live right here next to the lake. In Presque Isle State Park, it's like 4 million people annually. So we are literally... our shop is located right near where the intersection is to go to it. So we see a lot of people, which is really nice. But that's where we've been spending our time. The amusement place down here, which is really nice of them. I mean, I understand why they do it, but it's still nice that there's something that you can do for free, because what else is free anymore in life? But you can actually walk in. Matt said yesterday, we're going to have to walk in and buy some potato patch fries or something. You know, the carnival snacks, right? I love this purple. What do you think? Which is your favorite one so far? But you can actually go in and, you can go in and walk around for free. And it's not until you buy the pass that you have to pay to get on the rides. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's the blue. Love the blue as well. So sometimes, you know, as I get older, I went to Cedar Point, Ohio last summer with Matt. Oh my gosh, I was basically seasick, what I call seasick, because that's what it reminded me of. I was so stomach sick. We did the rides. I remember what did it in. Actually, just talking about it starting to make me sick. Literally, I just had like traumatized from it. I have feeling. It gives me feelings. We got on the Spider, and before we got on the Spider, which is just a seated thing that spins and goes up in the air. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the Spider? I don't even know. I think they may have taken it out this year. We might have been the last people. It broke us, and then they took it out. But I'm sure the Spider still exists. This is the pretty purple one somewhere. We got on that thing. We were there. We were feeling good, and we got in line. We're like, hey, we were out thrifting. And over in Ohio, and we came across it, and Matt's like, want to go? And I'm like, sure, yeah, let's be spontaneous. Let's go. It's just me and you, right? You know, it's just me and you. Let's go do what we want to do. And we got on the Spider, And while we were standing in line with all the other children, yes, children, parents were behind the fence. We were in the line, in the corral with the children getting ready to go on Spider. Because you know what? Live your best life. Who cares what anybody else thinks? You do you. And so, anyway, you know, the kids are on there and, you know, they're spinning the kids and stuff. And so we get on and the guy who, the operator goes, he locks us in. He goes, you guys want to spin? You know, like he basically flicks you so that you're like, pushes you so that you're spinning before you even start. And we're like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, absolutely, feeling great. And he gave the biggest spin of his life. Like, he gave us a spin that, the spin from hell. Okay, the spin from hell. And it was big. I was not expecting that, but I guess, you know, we're big kids, and he wanted to make sure that we had it was a great time. And he delivered. We spun and spun while we were still going, while they put the other children in the, all the other seats. And all I could say as we were still going, it just not even lifted off the ground yet. All I could say was, oh, Matt, I'm so sick. I'm so sick, right? And here I am going like, oh my gosh, what are the pressure points? What are the pressure points that I heard that you can like help do with your wrist, where you press on your wrist? And it's like right here where you press and you're supposed to hold it. And I'm going to tell you about that in a second. All right. What do you think of that? Isn't that cute? Can you see that little bear? Somebody's out there with the bass. Get the bass in their car going. Anyway, I was so sick. I was trying to find a bush while I was still on the ride that I could run to when, I would get off this thing. So I was sick before we even got the ride started, survived the ride, got off. My equilibrium was thrown off so bad, and I was super sick. And I was sick, I kid you not, for like 4 days after. Just the thought of, now I can say the word amusement park, but just the thought of that would make me so sick. Oh my gosh. What do you think of that? Aren't they adorable little bears? So I've always been somebody who gets stomach sickness. I've never been good to ride in the back seat of a car. Not good. Not good. What do I want? What do you think? Should I do one of these for this guy? Should I do a blue for him? Let me think. He's kind of a lime green. I mean, if I did this does have a lime green center, and then I'd switch up to my blue polymer. I might just do that because I think the lime center will work just perfect. I feel like that's the best thing. But yeah, I've always been somebody who's gotten car sick. I get sick in boat if the smell of diesel. And, yeah, I remember one time when I first started flying, I actually went and bought one of those things. This is how I know the pressure points, because they actually sell these things to people who, like, they look like sweatbands, except there's a plastic button on the inside of it that sticks into your arm on your pressure point, like a tight band. But the button, if this was the button, it would like press into your arm to help, like, I don't know, I guess it takes you out of your head, and that's supposed to be a pressure point right there. Anyway, boy, that went down a rabbit hole, didn't it? What are you going to do? Now, with these polymer clay things, I just got to make sure that I get two that are pretty much alike, because they're all kind of a little bit different. And I need to find two. Like, these are some purple ones, but they're different. So if I can find either one of each, whichever comes first, would I be as lucky? I don't know. Might need to switch up to another one. Yeah, so this is another purple one. Oh, wait, now are you purple and purple? You kind of look alike. You kind of look alike. Could you work? You could work. Work, yeah, look at this. Little flowers into it. Can you see that? We'll do that one. Put that one there. That one go back. Yep. Are you somebody who just get motion sick? Or what is it for you that can really, you know, throw you off. Here you go, right here. So there's our little, boy, doesn't this look yummy? Ooh, love it. All right, so it's a third right there. Come back here. You're ready to go. We've picked out the matching one. That's so pretty. I love a little tie-dye gummy bear. Tell me if you love a little tie-dye gummy bear as well. I know somebody's gonna love these. Okay, another purple pair. I'm trying to find the right purple to go with these. What else do I have here that would be alike? Put you over there so I can see you. And the other thing is trying to find them to be the same size. So, like I see two here, but one's small and one's big. Of course you would be like that. Be like that. Now, let me take a look at the other ones I have here. I'm going to use these and the blue ones. Purple. Purple also goes good with yellow. I don't know what this would look like, but do we like that? I think that is kind of cute too. What do you think? That's a possibility. That's a bright pink one. And then there's some like a little bit of a... I mean, I like. What do we think? I mean, they're just fun and juicy. Maybe I will go ahead and do some bold hearts on those. Just pick out two before we get started. You don't want to do one and then look back and be like, I can't get the same color, or yeah, those look about right there. This is a pretty bright one as well. Let me grab these two. Let's do some funky color. We see a lot of little girls come in as well. They love their unicorn jewelry and lots of cute little things. I think they'll love these. That little one's a little rough on the side there. Yep. So yeah, I think my best bet is to probably just eat the potato patch fries. Now this is going to be fun because we're going to do some blue ones, and I know for sure I want to do these little blue florals. Oh, that's so pretty. Gosh, that's so cute. Somebody was just telling me, again, a customer, about a trail that's down here at Presque Isle that apparently there's you come across it. It's like, if you take this certain trail, you'll find this spotted yellow spotted frog, like some sort of, oh, did I not do the pieces for these? Like a statue. A frog statue. I would say if you're going to do wires and you're kind of getting into that, I would say medium to large is probably good. Closed up. Hopefully it doesn't rain tonight, though. When it rains, it cools down, but when I get off of work, I like to take a walk. That's what keeps me going. So that's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. There we go. Boy, that looks pretty snazzy with the Blue Bear. Blue Bear. That one's ready. Picking the choice. Gosh, that is so cute. I think my favorite might be the blue. I've always been a blue lover, but I do love the fact that like there's blue flowers up there. Tell me what your favorite one is. Okay, so we've got all those done, laid out right there. Now all we got to do is get our wires and begin the process of hanging the wires. And then we get to see this in completion because we can. All right, so then we just take our ear wire, and when you use that looper, it doesn't, like if you look right here, it doesn't close it up, right? So it gives you a space where you can throw in this wire. Might need to open it up a little bit more actually and slide it. This one just doesn't. Where'd you go? Okay. Boy, that's cute. That is cute. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for more gummy bears. And then what you gotta do is you gotta squeeze this back together. Just kind of feel it where it needs to go. There we go. And there's one. Let's get the other one. So this guy here, he was pretty open the way he looped up. Do you see that? So we put this on here. And now our job is to close up that little spot. And sometimes it wants to wiggle, so you just gotta get it. Nice, and take control of it. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh, I wanna see it on a card. Where's my cards I just did? Right here. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. I gotta see it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Friends. Friends. We did that. We did that. We did that. So who's out there making jewelry for themselves, for gifts? Maybe you want to have a side hustle. Oh my gosh. So then the finish look, of course, is where we take a little tiny, I mean, that's it. That's all we got to do right there. And then we find a little bag like this. And we slide it up in it. Up in the bag, up in the bag. Suck it in, friends, suck it in. Okay. And this is what the finished product looks like. Bounce them so they fall down. And there's our gummy bear earrings. Do you love it? What do you think? Now I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing some camera magic tricks here now. So this is the next one, the purple pear, already hung, ready to go on the cards. And here is our sweet little light pink pear. Light pink pear bear. Ah! These are ready to go on the cards. And next up the green ones. Look how sweet they turned out with that little green center. I love that. All right, let's do purple. And there's a purple bears all ready to go. And last but not least, we have the final finish dangle of our little sweet, the blue bear, our blueberry blue bear. There we go. So I'm going to hang all these now on cards. They're going to look fantastic. I've got them all done. I am excited to get these guys out and on the shelves. And these bears have been waiting to be adopted for a long time. Wow, look at that. Thank you guys. You're like my accountability partner. I show up here every day and make jewelry with you guys, and you keep me going. You keep me planned, and I hope you're finding the motivation as well to just pick up maybe something, whether it's jewelry or not, whatever, just kind of that, you know, lights you up and lead into your crafting, because this is a very meditative time when you get into stuff like this. So love it. So I'm going to continue to work on all my bears. And but they are all ready to go now. I'm going to take some pictures here before I get a few onto the cards as well. So different styles that we use for like the little donut right here, little flowers. You can have so much fun with polymer clay. I'm going to be definitely leaning more into that as well. So stay tuned as we, oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. And also making these resin pieces, that's not hard either. So I might do some resin jewelry. I have so many ideas that I want to step into. I'm just using up what I have and creating beautiful things out of it. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you back here again tomorrow. Leave me an emoji in the comments. Thank you to those who have continued to do that. The last few videos I forgot to say, leave an emoji. So let's see, leave a flower emoji if you've gotten this far in the video, and it lets me know you're still watching, you enjoy it, and we're going to keep on creating. All right, friends, keep on crafting, and I will see you tomorrow back here.